evening. Welcome to Nighttime Yoga here on Reading Public Library's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Tonight's book is one that a lot of people might even have at home. It's Goodnight Moon. Yours might not be quite as big as mine. This is a really big version of it, but Goodnight Moon is our book for tonight. So I invite you to turn off the electronics, maybe turn on a little music in the background, wear something comfy and cozy, snuggle up, maybe even your pajamas, have a seat on your yoga mat, blanket, or towel, and let's get ready to do some fun yoga together. Bring your hands to your heart, and to start, we say hello, and we say, I care about you, I honor you, I respect you, with the word namaste. Namaste. You are joining me at home. I'm actually in my room where I kind of come to have some peace and quiet and just start to slow down. I had my breathing ball today for our breath work, and our breathing ball gets big and small. And this is what I want you to practice. When you breathe in, it's like you're filling your whole chest, your whole torso, your whole body with that wonderful breath. Let's try. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. 3 more breaths with me. Here we go. Breathe in and breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in and breathe out. Taking a few slow breaths is a great way to teach your little ones how to calm themselves, how to self-soothe themselves, and we have to model that and show that to them. So during the day, when you think about it, you can just stop and take a couple big breaths in and out and just start to relax, preparing our mind and body. Warming up, we're going to come and sit back on our heels for our nighttime yoga flow. A little different than during the day. Nighttime is a little slower, and we stay on our knees for a lot of it. Come up on your knees. You see me seeing these legs back here. You come up on your knees and you reach your hands up really high. And then you tuck your toes and come all the way down. Do that again, reaching really high and coming back down. Now this time, take a deep breath in as you reach up high and come back down. Hands are going to come to the mat to warm up our spine for cat and cow. In cat, you curl your back like a Halloween cat. Your arms and legs are straight. Cow, you drop your belly and we moo at the moon. And we're going to do cat and cow in our book today. Cat, cow, sitting back on your feet, reaching your hands up high and coming down. Hands to the mat, cow, cat. And this time we're going to push our tail back into mouse or modified child's pose. So now we're going to sit on our feet and bring our bellies to our thighs, keeping those legs tucked under, bringing your head down to the mat. And again, we're going to be doing this in our story today, like a little mouse being hidden inside its little hole. Coming out of mouse, reach your hands up high, take a deep breath in, and breathe out. Cow, cat, and tucking back into mouse. Take a deep breath in, and slowly out. One more time, breathing in, reaching up, Breathing out, sitting back. Breathing in, cow, moo at the moon. Breathing out, cat. Tucking back into mouse. Now we're all loosened up and we're ready to get into our nighttime story of Good Night Moon. Have a seat and show Miss Amy that you're ready. Sitting crisscross, hands in your lap. Maybe you have a little stuffed animal or a doll that you can put on your lap with you today to do yoga. Good Night Moon. In a great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of, can you see? What's that picture of? Well, there's bears and there's a cow. See the little bunny getting ready to go to bed? All snuggled up. See the stars outside? The cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting in chairs. There's a cow jumping over the moon. And our 3 little bears sitting in chairs. And we're going to do chair pose now. I invite you to stand up on your mat, towel or blanket, and I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. For chair pose, your legs stay together. It's a strong pose. Strong legs. We're going to pretend that we're sitting down in a chair. So start to bend those knees, sitting down, bring those hands forward. This is called chair pose in yoga. Come all the way up and shake it out. We're going to do that one more time. Legs are together, knees are together. Start to sit down in your chair. Ooh, very nice. You can sit really low. Come all the way up and shake it out. Chair pose. Have a seat. You might even have this book at home you can pull out next time, and you can do yoga by yourself, watching Miss Amy with your book. And 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens and a little toy house and a young mouse. Now we already did cat pose. You see those little kittens? Do you see that little mouse? I love the pictures in this book. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush, little old lady whispering hush. Now mush is kind of like oatmeal, or sometimes families make kind of like a breakfast cereal out of cornstarch. That's what mush is. It's a smooth, warm kind of cereal. And there's the little old lady whispering hush. We're going to practice hush breath by bringing your finger to your lips. And when you breathe in through your nose, you're going to hush out through your mouth. It looks like this. Hush. Do that again. Hush. One more time. Again, practicing that self-soothing, that calming ourselves, quieting our mind and our body with nice slow breaths. Good night, room. It's quite a big room, isn't it? Good night, moon. Good night, cow, jumping over the moon. Do you remember cow pose? We did it in the beginning. We're going to do it in just a second. Moon. And cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. You can see the light is still on. It's not going to be on much longer. That moon is starting to get bigger and brighter. Good night, kittens, and good night, mittens. And now we're going to do the cat and cow. Now that we've seen the kitty cats and we've seen the cow, let's practice that. Hands on the mat. Hands are below your shoulders, curling your back, head and tail down. Meow. Cat. Looking forward, drop your belly, moo at that big moon. Moo. One more cat. Meow. And one more cow. Moo. Kitty cats, can you reach your leg back? You ever see a cat stretch when they wake up? Reaching your other leg. A nice big stretch before getting ready to go to bed. Maybe even wiggle out your tail. Have a seat. Let's see what happens next in Goodnight Moon. Goodnight clocks and goodnight socks. Now this is a clock that we don't typically see too much anymore. And it has what's called chimes down at the bottom that help it move and help it tick and tock. Tick, tock. Nice fireplace. The kitty cats are getting ready to go to bed. And we're going to do clock pose now. Standing up tall. Feet are as wide as the mat. And we're going to bend forward like those chimes on the clock. Head is heavy. Maybe even a little bend to your knees. And tick, tock. This is also called ragdoll. Tick, tock. One more time. Tick, tock. Slowly come all the way up. Reach your hands up high. Like the half moon that we see tonight in the sky, leaning one way and leaning the other way, going nice and slow, no rushing, one way, the other way. And let your arms and legs shake it out a little bit and have a seat. Good night, little house. Good night, mouse. Now this is a well-loved book. It does have a little drawing on it from somebody who is a little busy. And there's the little mouse. Mouse pose. Shh. You have to be very quiet if you're a mouse. Sitting all the way back into your little mouse hole. Waiting for the house to be quiet, waiting for the cats to go away and go to sleep. And then the mouse peeks and squeaks and runs to get all those little crumbs that are all over the floor. Can you run around and get all those little crumbs? You hear a cat? Uh-oh, mice. Hurry up, go back into your hole. Shh. Peek, squeak. Oh, we got away from the mouse again. Good job. Whew. We don't want to see that mouse get eaten by the kitty cat. That would not be good. He snuck away. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. And in this picture, you can see there is no kitty cats. They went away. They went to sleep. Bunny's getting ready to go to sleep. And who is that by the fireplace? That sweet little mouse. He's going to curl up, get all warm, get ready to go to sleep. Good night, nobody, and good night, mush. And good night to the little old lady whispering, hush. Oh, the kitty cats are back out. She's telling them to be quiet. Shh. The full moon is up. That means it's time for bed. The light's starting to turn off. Bunny's getting ready for bed. But somebody is looking for a little snack. You see that mouse? Good night, stars, and good night, air. Looks like a snowy night, doesn't it? We've had a snowy night. Good night noises everywhere. So that's what the kitty cats were waiting for. They were waiting for the little old lady to get up so they could sit down and go to sleep. That moon is really, really full in the sky. The lights are off. The little mouse is looking out at the stars. And Bunny's getting ready to go to sleep. The light is off and everything is nice and quiet. Good night, moon. So just like in the book, everything is nice and quiet. That is how it is at nighttime too. Get ready to get quiet, not just our mouths, but our minds and our body too. So what I want you to do now is I want you to lay down, not for very long. Lay down onto your back. And this is called corpse pose. Corpse pose is a quieting pose. And you can put your hands on your belly. You could even use your hands and warm them up. Warm them up really, really warm. And then cover your eyes. That feels good. Soothing. Let's do that one more time because it feels so good. Warm up your hands over your eyes. And then you can bring your hands back down onto your belly, just like my breathing ball. When we breathe in, the belly gets big. And when you breathe out, it gets small. Nice and slow, breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in one more time with Miss Amy. Breathe in and breathe out. Hands are on your belly. Close your eyes. I'm sure you saw the snow the other day. So with our eyes closed, I want you to think in your mind. We call this mindfulness. In your mind, with your eyes closed, thinking about the snow that slowly fell down to the earth and the ground the other day. The beautiful white color. Thinking about the temperature, the coolness of the air when it hits your skin. How quiet it is when cars can't drive around, people aren't really outside, everything gets quiet when it snows. And you might even feel that coldness on your nose as you breathe in and out. Thinking about that white, falling, beautiful, peaceful snow. And if you ever have trouble falling asleep, Miss Amy does sometimes, close your eyes and use your mind. If you have a little one with you, you may need to talk them through this. Close your eyes, think about in your mind that beautiful white snow falling down to the ground. Feeling nice and relaxed, moving your toes and fingers. Just like that sweet little bunny in our book, getting ready to sleep. Reach your arms overhead. And bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Roll up. So without waking up too much, because I want you to be nice and relaxed for our nighttime story yoga, I want you to think about good night, moon. And as you start to fall asleep, I want you to think about those big breaths in and out to help you calm down, relax, and prepare for sleep. I enjoyed sharing this book with you today and tonight. Please feel free to rewatch this on YouTube, on Reading Public Library's YouTube page. And I will see you all next month. Stay safe and warm. Namaste. Namaste. Have a good night.